So Addressable is a tool to help companies target wallet owners using advertisement. One of the biggest challenges to user acquisition in this space is everybody's anonymous. You never know who bought from you. If you're an exchange, if you're a wallet, if you're a game, how can you tell who's buying from you? How can you tell who are your users? How can you reach out to them? So what we do at Addressable is we connect anonymous wallets from the blockchain with who they are behind the scenes, social handles, cookies, and additional identifiers. So for the first time in crypto, companies can understand their target users and reach out to them using advertisements. Yeah, so it's a big data operation in which we collect data from a variety of blockchains about wallets and everything they've done on chain, which protocols they participate in, which tokens are they trading. But we do the same operation on social media as well. Who are you following? What do you care about? We're using the data in between to find evidence about who's behind which wallets. And just to give an example of that, for some tokens that are implying very strong ownership, like some NFTs or some DeFi protocol, it's unlikely that one that is participating in that would not be, for instance, following them on social media. So the more information that we collect, the more we're able to narrow down to who's behind what. So the key demand is crypto companies that are scaling themselves and are looking to grow and get more users. So some notable examples of that: layer one, layer twos need to acquire developers and retail traders and users for dApps building on top of them. Games are looking for gamers. For instance, when you're launching a game, you might want to target people that are playing similar games to yours on the blockchain. And similarly, as well, for wallets and for other consumer products in crypto. It's a great question. I think a lot of the promise of Web3 gaming hasn't fulfilled just yet. We are seeing some edges of it, which is seeing success. And you might argue on the definition of Web3 gaming, but for instance, gambling and crypto casinos, I think they're incredibly successful. Um, I think on the long term for gaming, it's not for me to predict though. The model of token ownership makes a lot of sense, but definitely we're not yet there. But for the games that are there and want to acquire users that understand crypto, we're definitely seeing a lot of value with us. It's super interesting. I think that most products in crypto, they're literally promoting two things. They're promoting a product and a token, right? If I'm trying to separate the two and look at the product, what we're seeing is success across the board in all companies that are finding product market fit. The top wallets, the top exchanges, the top games, top gambling platforms, they're always able to get users, and I think that's the key insight. I just published a report called Cost Per Wallet, analyzing data from more than 100 advertisers over 2024 that operated on our platform. What you can very much see is, as you would expect, market cycles affect a lot, geos expect a lot. But the successful crypto companies that are building a successful brand and are able to find good demand are always able to perform acquisition with reasonable and good costs. And my message on that is that companies shouldn't treat market cycles as if it is a curse, that when the market is low, you don't have the opportunity. No, it's a good time to build. It's always a good time to acquire users. And when you find a value that clicks, you never turn off marketing, as you were seeing in the traditional world. So I think if you break down crypto into the three main use cases of it, one is speculation and gambling and memes, right? In the middle of it is investments, right? How do I put money and get more money out of that? And the third is payment. I think that on the payment side and the product side, I'm seeing a shift actually towards EVM. It's very, very clear that Bitcoin is a very powerful investment, being a very powerful store of value that's not going to go away, even during kind of quick downturns like we're experiencing right now. But I definitely think the programmability on EVMs and on Solana has much more power than what's existing on BTC. I think that some of market conditions and perhaps the most of them is macro. I mean, we're seeing the stock market, which is not very much different from what existing in crypto. But I think some of it in crypto as well is because retail is getting tired with a lot of companies running hype without real product behind it. And in that sense, I think crypto is shedding a lot of dead skin from projects that don't really deliver the value. On that same note, we're seeing very good builders that are actually building more and more value, and I think it's their time to shine. So it's unclear to me, and I'm not sure how to predict when will the market go up, but I'm definitely seeing good tech meeting good needs on the market, especially with the world changing to AI and VC model is changing. I think crypto definitely has a place, and it's definitely here to stay. I'm hugely optimistic on crypto, and I think now is the time for true builders to shine. Of course, we've always been known as a solution to target wallet owners using ads and for companies to do user acquisition. And obviously, during this market downturn, a lot of companies are kind of rethinking how much they want to expend into the market. This is definitely the time in which everybody are reevaluating budgets. One of the new features we launched to the market is Web3 retargeting, which is the ability to target only users that have been on your website, bought your token, are already a part of your community. And we're seeing good interest in that. The reason why is that even the projects that are kind of taking off their marketing and being more saving on budget, they know that if their community forgets about them and they sell their token, that's the end of the company. We wanted to give them a way to easily message their existing community. We're here, we're building, we're delivering, we're not going away. And for the community to see it everywhere on their Twitter timeline, on Reddit, on top crypto websites. And I think retargeting, which is a huge Web2 market, and Web2 it's $100 billion market, it's definitely something that will move the needle in Web3, especially in downturns and bear markets.